Alright guys, we're back again here with our Tamiya Tuesdays, and we got our third installment of our dancing rider build, the T301. It's a very interesting little rig. Made a mess over here. So off screen I did the servo, got that all situated, plugged it in, make sure it was centered like the normal stuff. That's steps 12. 13 through 15 is the battery box, but we're not using that, we're using LiPo, so then I jumped over to 16 for centering the servo and whatnot. So we're on the 17 where we're attaching the servo to the chassis, and then 18, which is leather mount. So we'll go through that. Yeah, not sure if we'll fast forward or how we're gonna do it, but hopefully you guys are digging. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. We'll be moving on to bag C. With any luck, we'll get the whole thing done. Looks right in there. Bearing keeps falling out. We're using our 15 kilo shorty. And if you didn't see our last video, we went with a brushless motor on the 2045, I think it was, or 2434. That's what it is. It's a nice little motor combo that I used to have on the EC30 when I upgraded it to brushless. Yeah. So the steering is the actual chassis. It's kind of cool. Like the actual servo moves the chassis off of this pendulum, which will connect to this. You know, you'll see it. Pretty cool. So that's that for the servo. And then what we're going to put on are these side mounts. I'll be right back once I figure this out. Just got to have them on the right side. They work perfect. I think these are all MA3s and MA1s. The longer guys. Through here. 3 bolts. I'll come back with it put together. And there's a center one. It's 2 M2s. So I'll do one side and then I'll do the other one off screen. So speed this up a little bit. So Tamiya Tuesdays, guys. It's working out all right. I'm not sure I'll have time, but I'm gonna try and get. I don't know if you saw that little clip at the end of the Monday Madness or Manic Monday, but what it was the pin for the hex nut fell out on the Blitzer Beetle. So there's nothing wrong with it. We'll get that back out, and it'll be piece of cake, piece of cake. All right, so I'll come back with this all finished up. All right, so this is the last one on this part. Well, that's not bad. Steering servo. We'll be pushing on the gearbox. So this is going to attach to that in a minute. But first we got to put this these 3 pieces on, which is this part, and I'll do this off screen and just to make it quicker, and then these 2 side rails will be real quick. It's just these here, and then when I come back we'll get the electronics fitted, which is 19, and then onto the meat and potatoes, the front and the gearbox. So be right back. All right, we're back, and we're on the gearbox now, attaching that. So they recommend. Now I didn't put the electronics on it. I figured they'd just be in the way, so I'll put those on afterwards. But they recommend putting an Allen wrench through the bottom to get it. Make sure you get this lined up right. This guy. Looks like there's a piece going like that. It slides on like that. And you see there, it's still good. And you're going to be putting this pin in there. So, but it looks like they tell you to put the control arm on first, which is this part here. And that's going to be kind of your steering. What did they say? Which number is that one? And then once we get this in there, we just move on to front steering, and we don't have to paint the body because the body they came with is pre-painted, and I'm gonna save the driver figure for when I do the painting on mine. So always seems like these MB3s are just short. Okay, so with any luck, I should be able to pull that out. Drop this guy in. Or maybe not. Oop, and I forgot a piece. So that's part of it. MB1 goes in MB1 is a fine thread. So I have some extras. And that's going to be what goes into the drive shaft itself. Yeah, that's the right one. It really is a neat, interesting design. Might cut a bunch of this out. You know how that goes. Still going in there. Assuming I could take that out now. Yep, not bad. Pretty cool. So that's this part. Part 20 gone. 21 is the steering column, so I'll get that all set up, put all the springs in there, and then we'll come back to installing it onto the bike. And then we just do tires, and we're all done. Maybe we'll get a test rip out of it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Time for the front end. So nice thing is they give you kind of a stand for it while you're building. So we're going to be put this on off screen. Now I did use the option for the O-rings. Looks like the sides got to get a little tighter. That's what she said. Anyways, yeah, that's not bad. There you go. They're not the best shocks in the world, but they are what they are. So now we're putting on our wheel protector, or whatever the heck they call it. If I can find the right screws, that is. But all in all, this is a pretty easy build. I think conservatively, it's, you know, if you're not going nutty and you're not counting the body, about 3 hours, I would say, comfortably. I wouldn't use this as a first kit, that's for sure. This is not the easiest kit in the world. Like, a lot of stuff doesn't make normal sense because it's such a different build. Yeah, you can see they're I'm running low on screws. That's a good sign. That means that we're getting to the end of the build. I do have another, I got bag C to open, so I'm really not, but there's that. I think we need to screw this one a little more. Man, why is that so wonky? Be like that. Yep, it is. Huh. Just doesn't feel quite right. But whatever, it is what it is. Hopefully it figures itself out. So now we put on the collar, and there should be getting to the last bits and bobs. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Bring it a little closer so you guys can see. Pretty sure it goes through the hefty part over here. It wouldn't make sense for it to not. And then there's a tensioner to keep bringing it to the center, which is kind of neat. That's this part here. I'm not sure you can see it. This part here. There's a little spring that comes with it. It's this jobber here. See that? And pretty much just you gotta spread it open. Put it on either side of the collar, like that. And then you're going to put this plate over the top, like that. And there should be screw like that. And our front end's almost done. Still a lot of parts left, so there's definitely more to go, but see how that brings it back to the center. Pretty cool. I like the design. So this is a go on to the tires, which I'll do those off screen, and then we're hooking the bearings up and the tires up. And then there's one last plate that goes on the bottom. I'm assuming that's so that there's the side rails so that when it tips over, it doesn't fall over. Yeah, so off screen, I'll get the tires on and get them mounted. And then I'll come back with that, and then we'll carry on with step 26. And then there's 27. It's all the mounts and all the other bits and bobs. So I'll be right back. And of course I gotta, now that we're officially opening these, I gotta get a sniff, guys. I gotta get a sniff. Oh yeah, Tamiya goodness. Love it. Alright guys, I'll be back. We'll get these things mounted. Alright guys, so a couple tips now that we're there. See how it tips over like that. Speaking of tips, I turn the steering dual rate way down. That way it doesn't tip over when you steer. So we'll see how that goes. But she's pretty freaking neat, man. Let's get her centered. I have a feeling that's going to be important. Hey kitty. Yeah, this CSC is always giving me problems with the reverse. It's not the car, it's the ESC. So. Yeah, buddy. You gonna attack it? I think it's got way too much power too. We'll get it outside and give it a proper rip, but this thing is freaking slow. There we go. Got the reverse. So I'll do a separate run video with the body on it. Get it works the way I know. I'm new at all this stuff, so it's definitely different. I'm barely touching the gas. See what happens. Just try the gears. There's a closer look at how it works. Hopefully you guys dig. Ha! I got a feeling she's gonna be fast. And that's what the dual rate turned on like 40. Or the throttle. Let's see where we were at. Yeah, see, it's turned on about 40. I wasn't lying. And the steering I turned down quite a bit too. Turn it up, I'll show you what it does. It goes nutty. It's probably cool outside, but turn it down. Now that's something my Rick's FPV was explaining to me a little better. It's got some good videos. You should go check them out. Anyways, hope you guys like. That's about all we'll do today. That was a quick first rip on the rug, and I'll get out for a proper video probably tomorrow or the next day. You'll have some footage this week though. This is gonna be too fun not to do. All right, I see you when I see you guys. Power! Peace, guys. Later. Alright guys, this is take 2. I might throw this at the end of the Tamiya Tuesdays if I get it done in time. I got that one ripping now. Did the T301. It's freaking awesome. So what happened with this guy was the X pin fell out. So woohoo! I think we should turn the GPS on. I don't even know what my throttle's set to. Yeah, throttle rate's only at 35, so let's turn this on. It's a beautiful day today. It's almost 55, I think. It's awesome. All right, it's on, so I don't know if it caught a signal or not. Let's turn our steering rate up. Turn our throttle rate up a little bit. I don't have my camera set up, so I'm free one-handing it. Oh, this tearing up the grass. Wheelies for days. Wheelies for days. Oh, what the heck? Wheelies for days. Wheelies for days. Anyways. Oh, so cool. So worried about the gearbox in this thing, because I just don't get it. I don't get how beefy it is. Oh, I
guess this is 75% throttle rate right now.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take
Ride wheelies, ride wheelies. This thing's so freaking awesome.
Look at the enemy. Look in the mirror again.
Whoa! Ooh. A little bit coggy, but that's normal. Probably got to mess with this. So awesome, dude. Sorry I keep stopping talking, but it's too fun to drive and doing this one-handed. Alright. I gotta put this camera down, it's too much fun. Holy crap, it didn't even register. One more rip. See if we can get some kind of speed out of it. This is definitely a 30-mile-an-hour rig. Wheelies on demand, wheelies on demand. It's not quite as torquey as that 550, but that 550 was designed for this. This one's a little higher KV. Spins a little higher. Whoa, whoa, did you guys see that? That's awesome. Okay, time for a little break. I didn't glue these, if you can't tell. I'm not gonna break this, so anyways, hopefully you guys dig. We got anything else? Yeah, it's not reading. Anyways, I hope you guys dig it. It was fun. Like and subscribe. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.